In Catholicism, we call OCD scrupulosity. My priest told me to work harder at distinguishing between the mortal and venial sins. God's grace is not so easily dislodged, he said. Still, I think of St. Ignatius of Loyola, who had certainly gotten into heaven by virtue of his scrupulosity. And most days, I wonder what it would be like to join a monastery. To have complete freedom, to rehearse and repeat over and over and over until I get it right. As a teenager, I was a compulsive hand washer. Funny, right? A total cliche of OCD. But it crippled me. I turned my fear of God into fear of germs. God would be watching if I touched a railing that was contaminated with a disease and was too careless to wash my hands before visiting my ailing grandmother. If she died because of my carelessness, God would know her death was at my hand. Or if, after masturbating, if there was semen on my palm, which I then transferred to a door handle, and down the line somehow someone got pregnant. Perhaps the most difficult part of being obsessive-compulsive is being acutely aware of the absurdity of my fears and yet being incapable of dismissing them. I washed my hands over and over until I got yelled at for using up all the soap and until my hands were cracked and bleeding. Over time, these concerns have morphed into obsessions with moral purity. These anxieties are much harder to talk about. They have often been accompanied by depression. The weight pins me to my bed for days at a time. Church helps, but it has just become my new version of hand washing. I knew that calling my priest about at seminary school wasn't really about my Catholic faith. It was about temporarily relieving my pain. Future consequences be damned.